WWE Performance Center with Dunne on a momentous occasion now with NXT now on USA Network for 2 hours. What does that kind of mean to you to kind of have this platform and everyone have a platform to kind of get to know you, those who have not, don't know your story, where you've come from, and just kind of who you are? So what is that like?
I think the key is same old me, same old NXT, but just to a wider variety of people. It really does feel like the peak of what we've done so far in our careers, especially for me. I've got to see such a broad spectrum of the wrestling world, especially within this company, going from UK stuff, main roster stuff, being involved in NXT this whole time, but this really does feel like the peak of all that. And also, in a weird way, a new beginning, because next week we're going to do it all over again. But up till now, this is the biggest thing that we've done.
Have you fully moved here and acclimated to the United States?
Moved here, yes. Acclimated, no.
Okay.
The last few years has just been so crazy that I had my home in Birmingham, and that was where I would come back to as my base, but I was all over the place. And even 2-3 weeks ago, just before all this started, I was doing an independent show in London. So I really haven't had time. I've been on the road the last week as well, so I haven't had time to settle in. But that's the story of my career. Just get on with it. It'll all work out.
So you're going to be living in Orlando, or wherever you set up shop?
Yeah, I still have my home in England, and I still want to be involved somewhat in NXT UK whenever that opportunity presents itself. I still got that home there, and I've now got a place here to be here for TV every week. So this is me. I'm pulled in a million different places, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
What's been it's only been a little bit of time, but what's been kind of the biggest adjustment for you here?
Obviously the biggest thing for me is moving the baby out here. That's the biggest thing. As far as wrestling goes, as far as travelling goes, I'm more than acclimated to that side of life. The challenge now is with having a 10-month-old baby and her being pulled in 2 different directions. But this is part of it, right? This is the time where we're creating these stories, and at the end of my career I'll be able to look back and say it was all worth it.
And one of the great things about your run with NXT and WWE in general is you mentioned staying true to yourself and being able to show who you are. Just talk about what it's like to kind of have WWE stand behind you and kind of not want to change, things that made you successful elsewhere.
Well, yeah. So for me, it's been fantastic. They've just said, thrown at the deep end, there I was allowed to be me, and it worked since then. Since then they've just said, away you go, you know who you are, you know what you're doing, just please be that, it's left down to me, which I'm sure not everyone gets the luxury of that, but being able to build that trust with people, to get that luxury, that's the cool thing for me, to be able to know that someone has done such amazing things in wrestling as Triple H and Shawn Michaels, William Regal, they're all telling me just, be yourself, you know what you're doing, off you go. That to me is a huge sign of respect. It's amazing.
Sure. And you mentioned NXT earlier. How has that kind of changed the landscape of the wrestling business within the UK to have kind of a show that everyone there can get behind, to have a platform for wrestlers who may have not gotten it otherwise?
I think it's huge in the UK in the sense of finally we have a show there that we can put a name to, right? Because I used to walk in here with Trent, Tyler, Wolfgang, Mark, and we'd walk in and we'd look around and go, we should have that in England. And now we do you know what I mean? So it's huge in that sense. I think the reason it's even bigger than that though is all those people on the UK shows are being exposed to everybody who has the WWE network, so that's all different countries, mainly the States. So a lot of people in the UK already knew about these wrestlers, they were already invested, whereas now we have a much wider audience, which is very similar to what's happening tonight over the last 2 weeks. It's the same old NXT, and then here we go, let's open this up and send it out to as many people as we can. It's the same British wrestling scene, but it's just open to the rest of the world.
Right, and then it's such a competitive time now. There's so many wrestling companies out there with the platform of social media and streaming. You even have a show you guys are going head-to-head with on Wednesday nights. Just is that kind of, you're always probably motivated as a wrestler to do well, but like having that kind of on your back of your mind, kind of give extra motivation? How does that kind of change your approach?
There was always competition in NXT since I've been here. Within the locker room, we want everyone to do well, we want the show to be as good as we can, but you want to be in that mix, right? You don't want to fall behind, so there's always been that competition there. So that's no different to me, really. I'm confident that I actually believe this locker room is the best. I think we can put on the best shows over time, it'll show. But at the same time, competition's healthy. Like, as a wrestling fan, the more wrestling is the better to me.
Okay. So what is it like? I mean, you have a family, so just talk about the sacrifices that you make. The family is also making sacrifices a lot of ways too for you, just to kind of be able to have you live your dream in a sense.
I think sacrifices at this point is a bit of a stretch. I think I've made sacrifices to get to this point throughout childhood and teenage years, and I spent those 10 years making sacrifices of being away from home, going away for 3 months to train here and there. But now it doesn't feel like that. Now I can build the life that I want for my child, do you know what I mean? So I don't like to think of it as a sacrifice as much as a new opportunity. So if they get homesick, sure, go home for 2 weeks, the house is there, you can be fine. You know, I'm trying not to feel pressure from that side of things as much as just going, now you get to be out in the sun in Orlando, you get to live this new life experience that you never would have had.
Right, theme parks and stuff.
Exactly.
There's a lot of stuff to do here, yeah. And then lastly, just now you come here to NXT on Wednesday nights with USA Network. You kind of set goals for yourself, or so what are kind of those goals?
So similar to the last question, I always did set goals, and that's what got me here. But since the day I got here, I made a decision to just stop, because things just open themselves up and opportunities have just presented themselves in this company. And as long as I approach it with a good work ethic, it just seems to work out. So those short-term goals, sure, like I'm sure tonight I'm going to rock up there and say I want to have the best match of the night. But in terms of a long-term end goal, I've given up on that, because there's just this huge, broad spectrum of opportunities now that seem to present themselves. For example, a goal of mine wasn't necessarily the Royal Rumble. That just presented itself. Okay, let's go kill it. That's the mindset now, is keeping the same work ethic without necessarily having to state, I want this, if that makes sense.
Yeah, be ready for anything, and just whatever comes, make the most of it.
Exactly.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.